Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be getting into the word empathy. We hear that word a lot in the community and a lot on my channel. So I want to make sure that you actually understand the scope of empathy and what does it mean when a person is lacking empathy. What is it that they are not having the ability to do at that point? That's what we're going to talk about, all right? So what is the definition of empathy? Let's just start there. Empathy, you guys, is the ability to feel and understand the feelings of another. So we're going to be able to feel it and understand the feelings of another. Or let's just say what Google specifically says. The ability to understand and share the feelings of another. So, empathy is externally focused. And what do we know about narcissists? First and foremost, they are about numero uno. They're very internally focused. And this is why they have issues with empathy, you guys. All right. So they need to be able to not only understand, but share the feelings of another. But if I'm so focused on myself, will I be putting myself in other people's shoes to even begin to even try to understand why this bothers them? If I'm only thinking about what will I gain from a situation, how will this affect me, myself, and I, am I going to be able to display the qualities of empathy from a sincere way? I can pretend, right? The narcissist can pretend like they're having this to occur, but it's not going to be sincere for sure. Because in a love bomb phase, they're doing a lot of pretending, and this is what we call wearing a mask, okay? So empathy is feeling and understanding those feelings of another, okay? Of another. And this is why, narcissists, they're disconnected in this way and things don't hurt them the same because they're not thinking about you. This is why they can do, heinous crimes. This is why they can keep doing the same thing you've told them over and over because they're really not taking a moment to put themselves in your shoes. They're not taking a moment to feel and understand things from your perspective. It's like, okay, but it's getting my needs met, it's getting me closer to my agenda, or it has met my goals, and this is why. All right? So I really want you guys to understand that about empathy. All right, so what I want to say as well is there are 3 types of empathy. So I wanted to share that with you guys in this video. So the first kind of empathy is cognitive empathy. All right. And by definition, is simply knowing how the other person feels and what they might be thinking. All right. And what it's concerned with is thought, understanding, and intellecting. And this helps in negotiating. It helps in motivating other people, and it helps in understanding diverse viewpoints. The pitfalls of this is it can disconnect you from or have you ignore the emotional aspects, so to speak. It doesn't really put you in the other person's shoes where you're feeling it. You're just thinking. All right. So narcissists actually can incorporate this where they are thinking of what might hurt you to do something that might hurt you. Okay, so their cognitive empathy is just more of an intellectual, like, I think it would hurt this person if I do this to them. And this sounds sadistic, so I think I will do this. All right, but they're only going to really be thinking of it from an end of revenging or hurting, or it's still stemming from something to get their needs met, honestly, when they're doing this cognitively. So just because I comprehend something on an intellectual level doesn't mean that I then have to feel something about understanding it. You see what I'm saying? So that's cognitive empathy. The next kind of empathy, you guys, is emotional empathy. Oh, and this is what they definitely don't have, all right? This is when you are physically feeling, or you feel like you're physically feeling what the other person is feeling, like I feel your pain type of thing. So this is more of what an empath would be feeling at that point. You guys have emotional empathy for sure. So this is a physical sensation, or you're mirroring the neurons in their brain, so to speak. And this is about feelings, all right? So when you physically feel along with the other person as though their emotions were contagious, all right? That's emotional empathy, you guys. So now we're more than not describing an empath, like I said, but we know this is not the scope of a narcissist. All right. But on the shadow side of this, the empath can become overwhelmed, and it can actually be inappropriate in certain circumstances. That's why I should make a video, and I have actually made several videos for empaths out there. So if you believe you're an empath and you don't want to be on a toxic end, you want to know how to balance that wonderful gift that you have, because it is a gift if you know how to use it correctly. All right, you have amazing intuition and discernment, and amazing information that will come through you like the vessel that you are. All right, so you don't want to be overwhelmed by being able to feel people's energies, and you definitely don't want to be inappropriate with it and misuse that. Okay, so that is emotional empathy I wanted to bring up. So the third kind of empathy, you guys, is compassionate empathy. All right. With this kind of empathy, we not only understand a person's predicament and feel with them, but we spontaneously move to help if needed. So now there's like an action being put behind it. So yeah, maybe this person may have had the emotional empathy to go along with it, chances are, and then they're going to feel compassion. It's like, what can I do to help this person? All right. So it's not only intellect and emotion, but action now. All right. And the benefits of this is that it considers the whole person, you guys. The pitfalls for this is typically few, other than if you're out of balance with it, you can be susceptible to overgiving. Okay. You can overextend yourself. All right. And then if this is also rooted in codependency and some type of enmeshment, where, the shadow side of emotional empathy can be, a part of this as well, then we don't know how to say no, because we're running as one at that point, and the boundaries will be weak. All right. But overall, having compassionate empathy could be a very positive thing, of course. And these are the people in the world that start organizations that give back, that help the homeless, and try to find solutions to other people who are suffering and pain or misfortunes and such. Okay. So I definitely want to tell you guys about that. But I want to tie it into our channel even further here, because we talk about the spectrum of narcissism. So when we think about that, and we think about a narcissist that's not a psychopath or a sociopath, and then we think about the sociopath, and then we think about the psychopath, do they have any of this? Well, let's just say right now, they certainly don't have the emotional and compassionate empathy. I think we can safely rule that out. But do they have cognitive understandings of, if I burn this person, they might feel pain? Yeah, they do tend to have that. But there's a disregard for it. That's the whole thing. It's one thing to understand that if I light fire that burns that person will hurt. And then there's another thing to care about the pain that the burn will cause. All right. So this is what's missing in that section of their brain that deals with empathy, not caring about those results. Okay, it hurts you, and so what? Okay, I understand that it hurts you, but I don't care that it hurts you. Okay, and that's where the empathy is gone. Understanding empathy and feeling for the empathy that we understand are two separate things. All right. But when people are able to put that together, yes, that person has a healthy empathy, or they at least have empathy. All right, even if they're out of balance with it. And like I was talking about, the empaths on their shadow sides. All right, you guys. So I wanted to make this video to help you guys understand empathy a little better. And hopefully you were able to learn something in today's video. Let me know down in the comment section, you guys. We are here to increase our emotional maturity. You can have so much wisdom, and this helps you in life to understand yourself and your external environment. Is it because you need to be trying to change people? No, but it just helps you understand. Now you're going to be able to maneuver better, all right? Because you're getting wisdom. All right. So if this video resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't done so, feel free to subscribe to my channel. All right. It's only going to be here to help you. Take what you can to help you on your journey, of course. Always feel free to leave a comment. And by being cooperative or not being a wallflower, it actually helps YouTube's algorithm push this content out, you guys. All right. If you're struggling with increasing your emotional maturity, with getting over a toxic relationship, healing from narcissistic abuse, setting goals and actually reaching them in your life, having a healthy self-esteem, self-worth, you feel like you're in shambles, you're struggling with depression, just trying to reach goals in your life, anything like that, you guys, I am a life coach. You can visit my website, lakiacrawford.com, and schedule your appointment. I do voice calls, I do FaceTimes, I do email coaching. You can pick out a session or a bundle. Bundle saves you a lot of money. You can buy lots of time with me and then use them as you need. It's excellent. No one regrets that. All right. Everybody probably wishes they last forever, right? It's great. It's a great asset to have. All right. But don't be afraid to invest in yourself. I've written 4 books, you guys. You can fill the voids with that and get even more emotional maturity. Those books are available on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles. The link is down below. You can get the ebook or the hard copy, and you can get signed copies off of my website. All right. I have 2 support groups, you guys, public and private. Links are below to those that are interested. And the support group are for survivors of narcissistic abuse or any toxic relationship. You're going to find a lot of commonality there. All right. With that being said, you guys, thank you for all the love and support that you have shown this channel. And until next time, never give up on yourself. Continue to do the work, of course. And until next time, please take care.